Hello, welcome back to the TLR or 1000, TL1000. I've been away for a bit. I've been doing a bit of maintenance work and stuff like that, but I've come back in. I've got a problem with these Tokico brakes. So this is just a simple, I'm just going to take it all apart, refurbish it with new seals and then see how we go, because I've got this S model and I put on their normal standard 4 pots and it kept leaking. I've got new braided lines, so I couldn't figure out what it was. Then I swapped them over. Then I put the 6 pots on there from the TLR, and then I had the same problem. I've put baby powder on there to see if I can find the leak. I couldn't find it, so there must be some sort of air. I could get half the pumps going and then it was just leaking, but I'll show you what I mean. I got it done last week and then I'd have to come back the next day, and I've got small drips, so I've just been trying to find it, and I just went, you know what, bugger it. So I ended up buying a whole new set, so I'll redo it. They're already on there, so I'll show you what I mean. So the first thing you want to do, and this is really for people that maybe not have done this and want to just try it, while they're on, loosen those, because once these calipers are off, it's very hard to get those off, so you need to use the force that you can against the wheel, because they're still on. These ones will be fine, but these ones here that hold the calipers together, that's what you need to break. So we'll just I'll just do one. Out. Oh, they're on. So I'll keep doing those. That's all you have to do, just loosen it that much. Those, do that. These ones will come off easy, and then I'll go and do the other side, and we'll be right, and take off this, and then that'll do for now. Okay, so here it is out. Taking the bleed nipple off, and that's brake caliper, like the brake hose bolt, so they're off. So the next thing is we'll just crack the cover plate there. Cover plate bolt, all right. So they're apart now. Not too bad, not clean in there. That little rubber, that looks a bit no good. Take these out. Now, to get those out, I couldn't get the buckets out because I had no pressure. So I'll now get these out. So they're apart now. Not too bad, not clean in there. That little rubber, that looks a bit no good. Take these out. Now, to get those out, I couldn't get the buckets out because I had no pressure. So I'll now get these out. So they're apart now. Not too bad, not clean in there. That little rubber, that looks a bit no good. Take these out. Now, to get those out, I couldn't get the buckets out because I had no pressure. So So I'll now get these out. I said I'd get these out. There's other ways, but certainly if you've got these brakes together on the bike, hand pump them out so these buckets come out. The other way is once you get them out, like if I've got them where I haven't got any brake pressure, so there's no way I'm going to get them out, is some air, you know, compressed air through here. But this is just, there's another one where guys put in sockets in here and turn it around, but I've got these shitty bit of screwdrivers. Create just a little bit of a tight squeeze. And just, oh well, that one didn't work. That's in tight. And then it just slowly, you're not pulling, you're just twisting, and it'll just come out. Now this one's quite an easy one. There we go. Out. So there's one out. I do it the same one, but I use I might use a bigger screwdriver on that one. I'll find one. Anyway, I'll do the next one. Then it just comes off, and eventually doesn't wreck the bucket because it's on against the screwdriver. There you go. Bang, done. So I'll just go ahead and do all of these other ones. Just so I'll show you it works on another one. Here's the middle one. So just slowly just turning it around. Of course this doesn't, there's other ways, but some of these can be really stuck in there and you've got to come up with ideas to get them out. Or you can buy the actual bucket, I don't know what they call the bucket pliers that comes in, they pull the buckets out. But again, they're really jam in. Okay, cool. Another one. So they're all out. With the seals in here, they're sort of, they have a, you're not going to be able to see it, but they have like a, one end is, the inside is on a slant from the outside, because that in the book the slant goes down the bottom, so when the buckets are coming up it keeps the oil out. But on the new ones, on the seals that I've got, they don't have that chamfered edge. That was a bit manky. They're not too bad, but there's a bit of gunk in those grooves. That's a bit crappy, so I'm just going to clean all of that up with brake fluid. I'll get the other one out, get rid of those seals because they're useless. Plus I've got a new set, so we'll come back and do that. So they're all out now. This one here, one of the top dust seals had completely disintegrated. It was in bits, so maybe that was it. But these have just got to be cleaned. That is 72 parts that make up the 6-pot TL brake calipers. 72 bits and pieces. All right, I'll clean those and then we'll come back. got. I'll just do the. I've cleaned all of these up. Now with these seals, a lot of the seals for the brake, they have a chamfered edge. But these ones, which are from All Balls Racing, they don't. But the last set I did as well, so maybe they've just stopped doing them, and these fit in. So what I'll do is I'll just do a couple, obviously. So there's no chamfered edge on this, so they just go into the bottom one. All of the rings have been cleared. I'll just put a bit of, this is brake fluid on it, and this is how simple it is. Goes onto the second one there. Oops, it's a bit slippery. God, here I am saying how easy it is, and it's slipping off my fingers. Don't. It'd help if I put the correct size big one in there instead of the little one. That's it. So it's all in there. So I'll just go and do all the other one is the small ones. No, they're pretty much, they're all the same. So anyway, let's go and just do all the rest. But you don't have to sit and watch this. It'll be boring. So the buckets are in, and the only other thing left to do is put in the small O-ring that goes just here. Oops. That's just two. There's 4 in a packet. So simple. God, it's hard to get these out of the bloody plastic freaking papers. The buckets, just push them all down. And then they just simply go over the top like so. So we'll screw these down. Some put in the brakes first. It's easy to just do this. Just have a look at, make sure the O-rings in there. Yep. So I'll just go and screw these ones up, and then we'll get on to the next step. When you're screwing these in, you only have to do them finger tight. That's all, because you'll tighten these when you, oops, I think I'm in the way. You'll tighten these when they get on the bike. So just a snug fit. So I'll go ahead and snip these up, and then we'll put the brake calipers on. So with the All Balls kit, you get another pin, new pin, and a little clip in there. Let's quickly get rid of that. Get off. New clip. Oh, didn't realise it. go in, pin goes in. God, I'm making a mess of this. One at a time. Yep. Yep. I'll push that through once it gets through. And the other side. Turn around and put the new pin in. They're ready to go on, followed by this. Couple of the bolts. If I can get those in. And nowhere it went. Oh. Yep. Last one. So I put them on. I'm just going to snug them up. I'll tighten them later. So, we've got, oh, dripping. Put that up higher. Some new copper washers. Put them on. Get rid of these other ones. Okay, so one for that. Oops, what have I got that there for? God. One for that. Dripping. That's tight now, so now we will tighten these. All right. Let's go and do the other side. So I'll put this next one on. I put a bit of on these bolts that go here. Is that back to front? I don't know, it's coppery, just some copperies. It just helps them. Yeah, put too much. It's just an anti-freeze, anti-grease, or something. Anti-seize, I meant. So, I'll just pass opening up these blasted brakes. Brake pads. hard doing this left-handed. Snug these up. Just do these ones up. Okay, so they're snugged up. Let's get the brake hose in. New washers. Shh, shh. Stop it. Dogs. Get them. Snug that up. Snug these up while I remember, because if you do the brakes, they're not sealed properly. Okay. Right. Last one, snap these up. Right, let's get ready to throw some brake fluid in, and hopefully they work. Well, as you can see from that video, that was just, I wouldn't even rate it, I just put it up. But then in the last part where I started doing the brakes, the camera went out, so anyway. The brakes have been done and there's no leaks, so I'm sorry I couldn't finish this off, but I've had a couple of sort of calls. So my next one is now I'm sort of getting back into it, so I'm going to do the S needs a water pump done because that's leaking, and that bike that the TLR that I'd taken apart and stripped down in the previous episodes, that also needs one. So that's 2 water pump seals that you have to buy, but based on all the work that you do on water pumps, it could be 4 because you always tear them. And anyway, so that's what the next thing will be, the next video in here, because I'll end up getting that one, trying to get that back. So now I've got to organise. I've got a GSXR track bike, race bike that I've had enough on. I'm just painting the fairings on that. Get that S done and paint the fairings and get that done, and then I can concentrate on the R's that I've got here. So the GSXR and the S are the ones that I just want to do up. I'm not doing many videos on them. Do them up and then sell them. There's nothing wrong with them, but I've just done them up, but it's time to go so I can get stuck into some of these, because I miss not doing the videos and doing the work on them. Anyway, that video on the brakes you're not going to enjoy, just skip through. It's pretty basic. It was more to just get a bit more content up there because I hadn't been on there for a couple of months, and then in the end it was a bit rushed, and then as you could see I couldn't even finish the end part, which was bleeding the brakes, because I got this new pressure pump that was going to help do it, and it's useless. So anyway, I can't even say I hope you enjoyed, because not even I enjoyed doing it, but that's the pitfalls, ups and downs of doing these types of things. So thanks What's it now? It's August the, I think it's August the 8th now. So Sunday, so it's back to the grindstone for the week, and then we'll get stuck into it a bit more, and I'll hopefully post up some more soon. So thank you. All right, bye bye.